understand. Let me give you an example, one more example, and this is a solved example. So you will be able to see two different projects here. One is 100,000. Initial investment is 50,000, 60,000, and 40,000. Project B is giving us an investment of 300,000 in the initial time, and then the return of 140,000, 190,000, 100,000. So if our cost of capital is 10%, what would be the project NPV method and IRR? So let's calculate that. So the solution is net present value is very simple. So we will calculate the net present value factor, which is at 10%. So first year is 1, next year is 9.09, 8.2, 0.826, and 0.751. How did we calculate this? We calculate this 1 divide by 1 plus R is 10%, so 1.1. Second year is 1 divided by 1.1 times square 2, because we are compounding it for 2 years, because the project, the cash flow we are getting in for the second, right? And then the third project is 1 divided by 1.1 square 3, compounded by 3 years. So we multiply the net present value with the cash flows, where you will be able to get project cash outflow 1, and then you can see the net present value here 25,000 and 59,000. Now to calculate the IRR, we need to calculate the another IRR at a higher rate, because both of the cash flow are positive, right? So first we will calculate the net present value at we assume a 20% rate, and then we calculate the net present value. So where we get the net present value, similar way, we get 6,000 and 6,300. Another we will make an estimate of 25%. Just increase the estimate and then see if the net present value is become negative, which will become negative. In this example, you can see it has come down to minus 1,000 and minus 15,000. The method to calculate the IRR is the net present value, the lower rate 20%, plus the net present value of the lower rate, divide by the difference between the net present values. So 6,400 is the first project PV, which will be divided by the difference of the two. Difference of the two means if you ignore the sign, then you will be plussing it. 6,400 minus 1120. That will become 7,570 plus into the difference of two guess. So you have a guess 1, higher guess minus the lower guess, 25% minus 20. So here you will be able to calculate 20% plus 6,450 divided by 757 plus 5% into 5%. The IRR comes to 24.26%. Similarly, we will calculate for project B. And then we will get the IRR for the project B as well. So here is the overall position. The net present value at 10% is 25,000 plus and 59,000. But the IRR is 24% and 21%. So which one you will choose? Definitely you want to choose the project B, because the net present value is higher, but keep in mind the investment size is again different. So ideally if we have the money, then it's no problem, we can choose the project B. But when there is a money problem, I mean we have the enough cash to invest, then we will see, can we borrow at less than 10, right? At less than IRR, because borrowing at less than IRR will increase the net present value of the project. We can make the decision based on that